Happy Tuesday, coming off a 3-1 night and on a 21-8 run. Let's talk some more basketball. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back in to another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I am your host, Steven, and I got that smile on my face coming off a winning night, and we're going to go over all those bets in just a little bit, but Kyrie got the job done for us and a wild win with that Cavs spread. But like I mentioned, 3-1, we will take it, even though a couple were just half-unit plays. 21-8 in the last 29. Just gotta love it. Let's see if we can keep it rolling. So before we get into this, reminder, MLB Best Bets video will be out after this video. Had a nice 2-1 night yesterday. And it's Dinger Tuesday, so you got to go check that out for a chance to win some money. It's pretty easy. Go listen to the video and join that contest. So we got two more NBA games on Tuesday. We got two series that are tied at 2 apiece. We got the Pacers-Knicks and the T-Wolves Nuggets. Pivotal game fives. We just got done watching the Thunder have a great win in Dallas. That was wild. But anyways, I'm ready to get into it. Let's continue the week. Let's stay hot. But before we get into all those best bets and all the goods, we got to start with the dad joke. So here we go. I buy my guns from a guy who calls himself T-Rex. He's a small arms dealer. That's pretty good. Come on, you got to admit, that's pretty good. Anyways, we're going to recap yesterday in this video, and then we're going to give you those key stats again for the upcoming games, and then our best bets, and wrap it all up with the bets recap. So hit that like button, leave a comment below to help this algorithm grow. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button as we are on our way to 25,000 subscribers. Can we reach 25,000 by the end of the week? I don't know. It's going to be tough, but you know what? I never count you guys out. You guys are always there to support, and we appreciate it. So let's get right into it, and it starts with the recap. All right, there it is, a 3-1 night. Kyrie Irving gets the job done. That was a beauty. That line at 5.5 was just absolutely too low. The only thing I'm mad about is I didn't ladder to 8 or 9. I really should have. I just got scared. I don't know why I didn't, honestly. But either way, we still took home the unit play on the 6+ and a half unit at plus 164 on the 7+ assists. And then the Cavaliers plus 8.5. Holy smokes. Let's just say this is one of those bets where I got very lucky and very unlucky. Donovan Mitchell, listen, not many people thought he was not going to play. I would never in a million years have made this bet at plus 8.5 without Donovan Mitchell. And yet they still got it done. Down 9. I did not watch it. I was at my mom's house, but or I did not watch the end of it. But Discord filled me in. I think it was Karis LeVert hitting a jumper at or close to the buzzer, and they lost by 7. It was absolutely beautiful. So that was a nice half unit win. And then SGA 13.5 rebounds plus assists. The only thing keeping us from a 4-0 sweep today was the hook on this one. He got 13. I was hoping he'd get one in those last couple minutes, but he just did not get one more. But that's all right. We can't get all the luck. So 21-8 run in the last 29. Let's keep this train rolling. Playoff record right there, 40-28 plus 3.72. We should be up more units, but a lot of the wins I had, I only put a half unit on it because I'm an idiot sometimes. But anyways, that's what we got. That's a season record, playoff record, up over 10 units overall. Let's keep going. But before we get to those best bets, let's talk some key stats. All right, as you guys know, we like to give out the rebound chances and potential assist numbers for the upcoming games. I think this can really help. It's kind of like field goal attempts for shooting and points props. But we start, I'm not going to mention everyone, but Karl-Anthony Towns, he had 12 rebounds on 19 rebound chances. As you guys know, I had under 6.5 rebounds in his last game. I don't know what happened. He became an absolute monster. Well, I do know what happened. He grabbed 5 offensive rebounds out of nowhere, but he's averaging only 8.3 on 14.3 rebound chances. One of those games was also without Gobert. And speaking of Gobert, he still got 14, but on only 18, which is a pretty good conversion rate. Gobert is someone who can do that, obviously. There's his numbers. And then Nesmith, 12 rebounds on 15 rebounds. He had a great rebounding game. And he's averaging 6.3 on 11 this series. So, and then Miles Turner there, 5 on 15. Not a great rebounder, as you guys know. TJ McConnell, he's been really good for this Indiana Pacer team coming off the bench. 10 assists on 15 potential assists, averaging 6.5 dimes on the series. And then Jamal Murray finally had a good assist game, 8 on 11. It's a high conversion rate, so still not a ton of potential assists. But he's only averaging 4.8 on 8.8 this series. And then, of course, I said I'm not going to go over all of them, and I'm mentioning everyone because that's just what I do. Jalen Brunson, 5 dimes on only 8 potential assists. This is not an assist series. We've talked about it from the beginning. Pacers do not give up a lot of assists to the point guard, averaging only 5.5 on 10.8. So those are all the key stats and numbers to help you get some winners. And now it's time for the best bets. All right, this segment of the show is brought to you by our sponsor, Better Bet. That's BTR Bet, the best place to find, track, analyze, and share your bets. Click that link below in the description and go check it out. All right, game one takes us back to Madison Square Garden, where the Knickerbockers are hosting the Indiana Pacers in a pivotal game five. Knicks minus 2.5 total, 215.5 in this game. I think the Knicks win. I think they figure out a way to win, but that's not my best bet. I got Dante DiVincenzo over 22.5 points at minus 118 on DraftKings. I haven't been doing a ton of points props in the playoffs lately. It's been a lot of rebounds, assists, things like that. But DiVincenzo's been an absolute, just a man on a mission lately, except for the last game, which I'm going to tell you right now, I'm throwing the last game out. It was a complete and utter annihilation from the tip. He played 11 less minutes than usual. He shot 3 of 13. The game was just a dud from the beginning. I'm going to throw that out. So before that blowout game, where he only played 32 minutes in that one, he played no less than 43 minutes in each of the first 3 games. In those 3 games, he scored 35, 28, and 25. I think because of the blowout and less minutes and not shooting the ball well in one game, we're keeping this line at 22.5. I think it's actually a little bit low. I thought it'd be a ticker, a point or two higher, but I expect another 20 plus shots from Dante. I mean, he's a guy who can get hot. He can go over this in the blink of an eye if he is on his game shooting. And Brunson's just not himself. Let's be honest. He's just not 100% right now. You can see it. They do need DiVincenzo to come through and shoot the ball well and shoot the ball often. He is one of the best shooters, obviously, in the league. Still, no OG Anunoby, which just confirms more minutes. I mean, we know what it's going to be. Dante's going to be out there almost the entire game. So, but in games where there's no Anunoby and Dante DiVincenzo plays 40 or more minutes, he has a hit rate of 80% over this line. That's right, averaging around 28 points per game. Pacers play at a high pace, as we all know. That always helps a little bit. But honestly, here's the 2 things we need. We need the game to stay somewhat competitive, just, so he can play 40 or more minutes. And then we need Dante to have a decent night shooting. I'm not asking him to go lights out 15 for 20. I just need a decent night. He's going to take a lot of threes. Just have a decent night shooting. And I think we get over this 22.5 line. So give me DiVincenzo as my first best bet of the night. All right, look at what we got here with BetMGM. First bet offer up to $1,500 paid back in bonus bets if you don't win that bet. I mean, it is an incredible deal right now, guys. If you're sitting there saying, I already got a sports book, this is a great opportunity to have a second sports book. It gives you more odds, more opportunities, more promotions. It's a great way to beef up your bankroll, and it's an incredible deal. If you are living in an eligible state for BetMGM, all you have to do is go to the description below, click the link, go sign up, and get started with this promotion. It is a limited time only for new users. So you must be 21 years or older to gamble. If you have the gambling problem, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. All right, back to the bets. All right, this second game takes us out to Denver, Colorado, where the Nuggets are hosting the Minnesota Timberwolves. Nuggets minus 4.5 total in this game is 205.5. All right, game-wise, it's been a weird series where one team's crushed the other team, and then Nuggets came back and just put a beat down on the Minnesota Timberwolves in Minnesota for 2 games in a row. Just an unbelievable bounce back for them when we thought they were dead. But game-wise, it's going to be a tough one to tell. I think the Nuggets figured it out. I think they're going to take this series eventually, but I think we're going to see a battle. So my best bet in this game is a player prop, though. Give me Karl Anthony Towns 15-plus points and Aaron Gordon 4-plus assists at minus 125 on DraftKings. So we're going to go a little alt-line parlay. Cats played very, very well on the road in the playoffs this season. He scored 18 or more points in 4 road games, 2 against the Suns, 2 against the Denver Nuggets, 27, 20, 28, and 18. So other than the 18, he's actually scored 20 or more points. He's just absolutely crushed it. And it's not a super weird coincidence because he's just been a gamer on the road. During the regular season, he averaged 23.3 points on the game per game on the road, if I can talk, and 20.3 points per game at home. So a whole 3 points higher on the road. He's just been a gamer. So his points total is 19.5 now on some books. I'm getting 15. That's all I need. That's all I need for him is 15 points. He shot 5 for 18 last game and still had 13 points. He just needs an average shooting night here. I know Anthony Edwards went absolutely crazy last game. I think we see more Karl Anthony Towns take over, and I think he just loves playing on the road. So I expect a big game from him. I think he will probably score 20-plus points. All I need is 15. So that's Cat, 15-plus points. Aaron Gordon, 4-plus assists. Now, Gordon was unbelievable last game. I think the Timberwolves players were calling him Michael Jordan and all that from from how efficient he was. I think he missed one shot. It was unbelievable, but I need 4 dimes. So Gobert's been defending him most of the time if you've been watching the game, and I think that's opening up a lot of assist opportunities for him. He's been over this in 3 of the 4 games. In the one game he didn't, the whole team was horrendous. They scored 80 points, got annihilated, played less minutes. It's just one of those games, kind of like I talked about DiVincenzo, I just throw it out. It wasn't a typical game. It's not a game I expect to see in this one. But in the other 3, 6 assists, 5 assists, and 6 assists. I only need 4 in this one. And in that last game when he had 6 assists, it was on 11 potential assists. I mean, 11 potential assists. If he gets that again, he should be a lock to get 4 or more assists. I mean, really, he would need some really bad luck to get that. The lock word is a terrible way to use it. You know what I mean, though. I don't like using the lock word, but what I'm saying is I think as long as he gets enough potential assists, and to get 4, he probably only needs like 7 or 8, to be honest with you, with how he's been converting him this series. But he had 4+ assists in 3 of the 5 games against the Lakers in the first round. For what it's worth, does it mean anything? Probably not, just letting you know. But I love the matchup with the Timberwolves and what he's doing and facilitating to his teammates. They're at home. I expect them to have a decent offensive night, not score 80 points like they did before. And he probably gets 5+ assists again. You could go over that line as well, but all I need is 4. So give me Gordon 4+ assists and Cat 15+ points. And those are my 2 best bets of the night. I didn't have time for some leans that I'm going to give out, but any added plays and also leans I will give out in the pinned comments for you guys. And then also on Discord, which is free. Click that link below, and on X. So let's stay hot. I want to keep this rolling. This is a lot of fun. I love winning, and also these playoffs are heating up. They're a lot of fun to watch as well. So let's check out the bets recap. All right, there it is. Mr. Villanova, Dante DiVincenzo, over 22.5 points at -118 on DraftKings. And then Karl Anthony Towns, 15+ points. Aaron Gordon, 4+ assists at -125 on DraftKings. Those are the 2 best bets. Can we stay hot? 21-8 in the last 29 bets. I want to win a couple more. So I may have another added play like I mentioned, and also bring in or let you guys know of all the leans as well. So if you haven't already, hit that like button. I really, really appreciate all the support. And go check out that MLB Best Bets video. See if we can make it 2 winning days in a row and join that Dinger Tuesday contest. So anyways, that's enough of me talking. That was a lot of fun. Thank you for listening. Hope everyone has a great Tuesday. And we'll talk to you soon.